look at the screen. Who is it? Can you find her? She's been swimming.
Rachel's got a global developmental delay, very tight muscle tone, and she does use, like say, switching for communication as well as eye pointing for communication as well.
Is it? That's not you either.
She's got a switch at home and she uses it a lot for choosing either yes or no, depending what we want it for. It's made a big difference. I'd say give it a go, give CENMAC a go, because it is worthwhile, definitely worthwhile.
CENMAC is an advisory service for children with physical disabilities who have problems accessing the curriculum.
CENMAC currently supports about 450 pupils across the London area.
A very useful source of support for me. I've known that their representatives are available whenever I need.
They're always there to force you to think about what are the needs of the students in your class.
If you have any problems or you come across something that you didn't know how to do, they are just at the end of the phone or at the end of an email.
One of the services we offer to schools is the loan of equipment. From alternatives to the keyboard, we can also offer alternatives for a mouse. We have switches, these can be provided at different sizes and different types. We also have switch mounts to ensure that the access can be personalised for the student. For students with communication difficulties, we can offer a number of devices. These can range from single recorded messages to more advanced devices that can allow students to build sentences. At the other end of the spectrum, we can loan more high-tech equipment, for example, laptop computers, iPads and eye gaze systems.
Well done, Rachel. Very good.
It's helped Rachel become more independent, because with a step-by-step you can put on yes or no, or left or right, and she can answer independently what she wants, when she wants, to a question you ask her.
Working with pupils like Rachel, I enjoy the fact that they are able to have some autonomy and independence which they would not have without technology and without expert education and support.
Mohammed is 9 years old. He has got a very wicked sense of humour. CENMAC has enabled Mohammed to do everything else that an able-bodied child can do.
It's been very easy to integrate Mohammed into the classroom. He has his own workstation set up next to a group of other children, so he can turn to work independently when he needs to, but also to interact with his peers and to discuss with them for group work and for peer sharing activities.
In a typical session with Mohammed, I would have a meeting with him and with his support staff, with his class teacher. Mohammed has actually made the progress that you would expect of the average primary school child, which he would not have been able to do without CENMAC's support, because he cannot physically write or hold a book. So what do you have to do if you're writing? You use a keyboard?
He's been up to date with all of his work. It's been quite easy to keep on top of things because of the support of his learning support assistant and also from the equipment that he's been given from CENMAC.
CENMAC can also run ad hoc training sessions with each school. This way, the staff working with the pupils get a really good idea of how to use the equipment with the pupil.
CENMAC will come in and provide informal, on-the-spot training for new devices and new students. So there's never a position where staff don't know what they're meant to be doing with the equipment.
My name is George Evans. I go to Bexley Grammar School and I'm in Year 12. I have mild dyspraxia and also I find it really hard to write.
George has had CENMAC intervention since before he actually came to Bexley Grammar School. As he's got older, he's realised that there's just no way that he'd be able to keep up.
This is Kevin, he's the advisory teacher who works with me.
At primary school, George started using an Alpha Smart word processor. At secondary school, he moved on to a small laptop. This meant that he had greater functionality to match the demands of the work that he was required to do. He's now moved on to a laptop computer as he's producing longer pieces of work. This is a more appropriate device for him.
Without CENMAC, I feel I would have been severely disadvantaged and would have fallen behind the rest of the people in my year.
CENMAC have been a very useful source of support for me.
I certainly would recommend CENMAC to other schools.
I'd say give it a go, give CENMAC a go, because it is worthwhile, definitely worthwhile.
I would recommend CENMAC to any school that has a child who with special needs or who needs a little bit of help. Even if they can't physically do anything, their support and their knowledge and their advice is invaluable.